let us begin. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to face a dragon. So, last week, you all had survived the distance between Camelot and the lair of the Morrigan, a lady who is, or was rather, in control of all of your memories. After defeating a giant, enslaving her to your ring, Grim, and traveling inside the castle, Mud had the bright idea to open the only door in the castle. And as such, all of you were instantly transported to here, this arena-like location. Out in the woods, a mysterious forest, surrounded by the light of the tavern, which you have come to understand as being the sky of the Tavern of Realms. It surrounds everything in this place. And here, you discovered the Morrigan, or as you all more commonly know her, the Night Mother. Here, the Night Mother revealed herself, along with Nimriani, Sakuv, and Pain, and descending a stairway that literally led to nowhere, just disappeared into the sky. Descending this giant staircase is the looming, cursed form of the dragon, Fafnir. It is here where we will start our session. Let us all roll for initiative. Let me get my notes out, because oh boy, I'm gonna need my notes. Anybody beat a 17?
Matched it.
All right, I'll give that one to Mud.
Oh well, I have a 17 too. I know that was.
Yeah, I'll give it as well.
I'm okay going last or second or whatever.
Yeah, I'll put you after Mud. Anybody else roll higher than a 17? 17 or higher? No. Okay. So let's keep going down the line. Estrella?
13.
13 for Estrella. Yasin?
10.
10. All right. I'm going to roll for Nim. Nim's got a 7. 17. I'm going to roll. Not going to roll for her. Kelladry.
4.
4. Ooh, we just keep getting. All right, yeah. Good stuff. And Gilk.
Low rolls.
10.
10. 10 for Gilk. I'll put you right after Yasin. GLK. All right.
Woohoo.
Here is the rotation. Starts off with Mud, then Grim, then the dragon Fafnir, then Estrella, Yasin, Gilk, Nimriani, and Kelladry. For right now, the Night Mother is not in the rotation. Good or bad? Let's see. Is everybody ready?
Nope.
No.
This is the good shit, people. This is the good shit. All right. Then let us begin. Mud, you're first.
I'm not ready to be first. Well, I am going to definitely ready my battle hammer.
Mm-hmm.
I will. Alright, 1 second. Things keep popping up in my way. I would also like to rage.
You can do that as your bonus action, yes.
Or choose tail.
It'll be your bonus action, so you won't
Yeah.
be able to use it on this turn.
Okay. Got it. No, I don't want to use the tail. I'm just I'm picking the tail. And so sorry. I'll be better prepared for the next turn, I promise.
Well, it's hard when no one's attacking you outright.
I know, right?
As you prepare, Mud, you see a couple of things happening. The Night Mother, she raises her arms, and as she does so, you watch a platform grow beneath her, and she rises up into the air on this tall platform, moving her arms and raising a second time. You watch as around you columns and pillars in the back of a cathedral rise up out of the ground. Everything shakes. And you hear her. I thought you would appreciate some familiar settings. If you're going to die, it should feel like home.
Bud can't do anything about her right now, so she's going to just, It is very hard when somebody's not attacking you. You're like, who do I actually go for?
Who's closest to you on the board?
Fafnir reaches down. He takes a step into the field. And all of you can see that you're barely looking at his full body. His wings fall into the shadow in darkness. His tail whips in and out of the clouds. And you see that his neck is curled up in itself, that if he wanted to, he could easily extend and reach anywhere in this arena he wanted, with either his tail, his wings, or his jaws.
He took a step down and
He took a step down. And you hear him, and he looks at all of you. He kind of gives a sniff. I remember all of you, especially you, Goliath, Muriam. You freed me from the Arkenstone. I'll let you watch your friends die first and save you for last.
You'll have to get through me first. And she's going to bring her hammer down on the foot that came forward.
Okay.
And then she wants to just like scream right in his face. And that's what her start of her rage.
Okay. You have one more attack you can make as well.
Well, I took the action as
ready. Okay.
As ready.
All of you have your weapons out. I'll give you that.
Okay.
So you can attack twice if you want.
Well, if his head comes within range, I'll try to
Pop up his head. Let's see if you break his AC.
Okay. Got a plus 10 to hit, so. 24.
That'll hit.
Beautiful. Do I do 2?
Yep.
Okay. That is 18.
That will not. So, roll damage for your one hit.
Okay.
Here's what happens. Mud, as Fafnir steps forward towards you and issues this challenge, you immediately bring your hammer down on his foot. And you watch as he just kind of slides to the side and you miss. But you're quick to shift and pivot and bring it right up into his jaw as he kind of laughs in your face, and you just get this and this solid hit right on the underside of his chin for how much damage?
10.
For 10 points of damage. Nicely done. As you bellow in rage, another bestial form takes over, one that has not happened to you before, and you feel your spine start to unlock and pop behind you as it lengthens to accommodate for a tail. And suddenly, where you could feel your lower back, you now get this sensation of almost an arm behind you that you can control and move. A fifth appendage that is your tail, and your body hunches over more to counterbalance this new thing behind you. And as you smack the ground a couple of times, you can feel the power in this new appendage and what it could do for you. You still have your movement if you wish to move anywhere.
I'm in front of the party right now, so I'm going to stay where I am. People start moving around or something, we'll see where it goes. I'm good.
Okay. Next up, we have Grim with the dragon on deck.
Where is Nim?
Yep.
Okay. Is she just standing there?
Yeah.
She's just standing underneath the dragon. So in your mind, what you're seeing here is that the dragon almost coils around Nim's body, and she is protected within his tail and claws. You know, she's inside, so you're gonna have to get past the dragon to get to her.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to lightning lure her.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay, lightning lure. Skibidi do. I'm going to double check on lightning lure to see if there's anything I need to worry about.
There's one thing you gotta worry about.
Well, yeah, well, that's on the way back. Spells. Let's see, where is lightning lure? Yes. So it's a strength saving throw. Okay, cool. And I gotta beat a 17. So strength saving throw of Nim higher than 17. Alright. That's a 2. It doesn't matter what her plus is. She is not going to be strong enough to overcome this lightning lure. So she is going to be pulled in a straight line towards you to up to 10 feet closer to you. And she's going to take 1d8 lightning damage. So go ahead and roll the damage for me. And you just kind of lance out with
this one?
Yeah, it's a d8. Yeah, the double pyramid.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
You're good. So you lance out with this electric whip that kind of springs out. And Nim is surprised as it wraps around her body, and she tries to grab and resist it, but you're too quick as you pull her past Mud for an opportunity of attack. Mud, roll to break Nim's AC.
Do I just do 1d8? It says 3d8 on my thing. I was just checking.
It is 3d8, so it's per your level. So yes, 3 of those.
Okay, cool.
28.
28 will break Nim's, so go ahead and roll damage.
Just gonna sucker punch her and like suck her in the gut with the hammer.
Okay.
Ooh. 9 plus 5.
14.
I got 16 over here.
Okay, 16 and 14 is 30 points of damage on Nim in just one move. So as you lure her in and bring her past Mud literally just holds out her hammer, just kind of thunk right as she goes by.
Like clothesline?
You watch as Nim does a complete backflip from the hit, but lands on her feet in a standard superhero style, dropping to one knee, standing up slowly, and she looks at you, Mud, and kind of wipes the little bits of blood off of her skin on her chin, and she goes, "Oh, right, yeah. You're the one that replaced this version of me in this party, aren't you?" Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have fun, you and me, big girl. You just wait. You wait your turn. You're such a poser. Grim, that you have one more action that you can take.
Okay, so what I did was like a movement.
No, that was an action. You have 2 actions plus a movement.
Okay.
As your character leveled up, she gained an additional action. As in, you could attack twice if you want.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know why. I don't know any of that.
That's why I'm looking at everybody's sheet, making sure you all play fair, but also that you get all your effects.
Okay, so with I guess the movement, I'm gonna take out my scythe.
If you take out your scythe, that is an action, not a
Okay,
movement.
so what's moving it just forward?
Yeah, movement is just moving around. If you summon your scythe, then that will end your turn.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. How close are we?
She's like right in front of you.
She's like 5 feet from you. She's right within distance.
Okay.
So it's really not. You can't get any closer than her unless you want to be like up in her face, like.
No, I wasn't gonna get closer. I guess just take out my scythe for now.
Okay. And you do that. You reach out into the darkness, grab a hold of your scythe, and you feel that warm, comfortable sensation of like, this is mine. I own this. And you rip it from the shadows. This skull, steel, red and green scythe that just glistens in the light of the nebula that surrounds the party. And then somewhere in the back of your mind, you feel somebody watching you. And you hear a voice. Oh, she thinks she is death.
Oh, my arch nemesis.
It's just the faintest sound in your mind. One that you can easily shake off, but you know that somewhere in these woods, death is watching all of you fight. You sense his presence. That will end your turn. Up next, we have the dragon with Estrella on deck. Fafnir roars at the party, just this deafening. And from his mouth, just bits of greenish smoke start to unfurl and glisten in the light. And he gets ready to do one of his attacks. What have we got here? He's going to go for his multi-attack. Because he's a dragon, his multi-attack is quite fierce. He's an elder dragon, by the way.
He's fierce.
The only person here who probably knows is Jess, because she's been an elder dragon before. He's going to first use Frightful Presence, and then he's going to make 3 attacks. 1 with his bite, and 2 with his claws. And this is a multi-attack action.
Bring it.
Ain't he a bitch? Frightful Presence. I need everybody to to make a. Come on, what's throw? Is it?
Wisdom? Intelligence?
Dragon must succeed on a. Oh hell, it doesn't. Wisdom saving throw.
Yes,
15 fails.
Oh.
Anybody get higher than the 15?
18.
18
matches. Anybody else roll an 18 or higher?
What was the stat we're rolling?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh.
All right, Grim and Estrella, the 2 of you are not frightened.
Big Mud always getting right.
All right, let's see. Gil, Caladria, Yasin, what are your rolls?
I rolled 7.
7. Oh, 4. Oh, man. And Gil?
3 minus 2, so 1.
No!
The
Because
only
it's my weakness.
The only two people who are not frightened of Fafnir at this moment are Grim and Estrella. The rest of you must use your full movement to get as far away from Fafnir as you can when it is your turn. You cannot look at Fafnir either because you are literally frightened of him. However, every time it is your turn, I will give you a chance to break his spell. To re-roll a wisdom save to see if you can get higher than 18.
Should I move people?
It'll be on their turn.
Oh, okay.
So, Frightful Presence, woo! With that roar, and Fafnir starts to grin as he can tell the people that he has frightened. The next thing he's going to do now is he's going to use his bite attack, followed by his 2 claws. He's going to go and bite Mud, because she was the first person to attack him. And that is going to be a 9 plus 13. Will that break your AC?
I don't know, maybe.
I think that'll do. All right. He is going to do his
Duel.
It's 2 d10s plus 7. D10. This bugger. No, it can't be that bugger. I just hit 11 with it. Where's a d10? This guy. Here we go. That's 5, 8, so 13 plus 7, 20 points of damage with that bite. And Mud,
What?
20 points of damage
20.
on the bite. So as Fafnir comes to bite for you, you kind of catch his jaws, and again, you're forcing yourself to look away and using every bit of strength that you can, but you feel him just barely dig into your shoulder, and you feel his fang just kind of seep in, and you feel that 20 points of damage as your blood starts to run hot against your shoulder. He goes for a claw attack, and he's moving himself to defend Nimriani, and so he's going to go for Grim and Grim alone with these 2 claw attacks. He's going to use them to kind of shoom, shoom, and move in front of Nim, and again, put his body between Nim and Grim right now. So, his claw attacks, let's see here, that is going to be 19. Will that break your AC?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, 19. Let's see about the other one. The other one's a 1, so that will not hit. So just 1 attack. You rolled a natural 1, so look at that Gilk energy going on here. So, I will roll damage on the 1 attack here. This is going to be a d6. Plus 7, so that's 2, 7, 8, 9. 9 points of damage. You feel one of his claws move in towards you, Grim, and you move your body to kind of take the slash and roll with it and duck underneath his second claw attack, keeping yourself at the same distance, preventing Fafnir from being between you and Nim. So you hold your ground, but you take those 9 points of damage. Fafnir roars in frustration, but maintains his position. And we now move to Estrella, who is next. And on deck will be Yasin.
All right. I'm going to die in a blaze of glory. Because I'm not afraid right now. So, I'm going to pull out the Master Sword.
As you do so you ready this weapon. I'll say that you've readied it beforehand, so you have your full action. But as you draw it, for a brief instant, there is light that fills the space. Just this of energy, and you watch Fafnir recoil a little bit from the blade, and then and hiss towards it in its radiant energy. Estrella, what would you like to do?
How close am I to him?
You are about, let's say, 5, 10, 15, 20, about 20 feet from him, given that his claws are around where Mud and Nim are right now. So about 20 feet. You could easily move in range.
Cool, I can get that. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna try to do. Would I be able to reach his throat realistically?
No.
Okay,
Unless
yeah.
he presents it to you.
Get his toe.
I'm gonna cut his toe off. No, I'm just gonna go for whatever like gut or midsection I can like reach, and I want to stab, and I want to twist.
All right, so I'm going to give you this option with your movement ability. You could reach his abdomen, the part that kind of sits on the floor. To do that, you will have to get past his head and his claws. Each one will have its own opportunity of attack. If you're willing to dodge it, you can go for a belly strike.
Just stab him in the eye or something.
Can't reach the eye.
He can't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What he's giving, what is out in the field, is his claws. He's got both hands out in front.
You know what? Let me not die in a blaze of glory on my first turn. Let me chop one of his. Let me chop one of his feet off. Hey, you shush.
So you go for one of his feet. All right, roll to break his AC.
Sorry, what?
Roll to break his AC. And that will now put you next to Grim, so that you are able to attack Fafnir from there.
That's a 19.
19. You meet it, you beat it. So yeah, you can roll damage.
All right, hold on. I gotta damage. How many damage do I have for the sword? Okay. All right, I have too many dice. Okay.
11 points of damage. You rush up, drawing this sword, and you watch as Fafnir kind of shifts his attention towards you, and you just bring the sword straight down on one of his knuckles, and you hear him roar as you get this greenish blood that kind of pools from his knuckle, and as it hits the ground, there's a little bit of a sizzle, almost like an acid reaction as it touches the stone floor. You pull out your sword. There's a little squirt back as you do so. You take a moment to just fling the blood away. As you fling away the blood, there is that acid contact as it touches other objects in your vicinity. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But you do 11 points of damage this turn. You still have your movement and a bonus action if you would like to do something else.
That is radiant damage too, right? The Master Sword?
That is radiant damage, yes. Oh, good point. Let me double check what Dawson be talking about.
Sorry, I know this sword very well, so.
Hell yeah.
Indeed. Yep, no, he's good. He's good.
Okay. That went well, and I am too confident. I want to stab him in the other foot.
That's my foot.
You want to stab him in the other foot? Can you stab him in the other foot?
I'm gonna try.
Let's see if you have two actions.
Went fine.
You might. I'm just double checking here.
I'm gonna be cocky as
I know you only have one action per turn, Estrella.
Sorry.
One action per turn, I'm afraid.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, then I'm just going to sidestep where I'm not getting squirted by acid blood, and I'm good.
Now, you could, if you wanted to, as a bonus action, you can cast Shield of Faith, Spiritual Weapon, or Mass Healing Word. Those are all considered bonus actions that you can do.
Okay, that's good to know.
You also have 2 arms. In case that wasn't clear earlier, you have your second arm. You have the one that Kieran created for you. This sort of dragon hide and bone arm that comes down and attaches like automail. And if you wanted to, you could dual wield.
Oh, hot damn. It's like I've never played this game before. I'm so sorry.
Okay. So if you summoned your spiritual weapon, you could hold that in one hand while holding the master sword in the other.
Well, hell yeah. Let's do it.
All right. As you reach into the light, you feel yourself make contact with your deity, and it's like it's been a long time since the two of you have talked. And you can feel Lunas's presence wrap around you, almost like a cloth. And that cloth wraps its way up your arm as you reach. And for a second, the party can see this almost golden, ethereal a sash weave its way up from your arm and fingertips. And as you grab and pull, the sash disappears and turns into... What would you like it to be?
I want it to be my purple lightsaber.
And turns into your purple lightsaber. One of the first weapons that you had ever summoned. And now you are dual wielding. As a kindness to you, if you will, I will allow you to attack with both weapons at the same time. You could do like a double slash. Technically one action, but it's with both weapons. Just for shits and giggles. So, there you go. And then you said you wanted to sidestep out of the way?
Yeah. Let me not get acid rain.
So you want to move in closer to the party, say this way?
Yes, please.
All right, done. I will put you on the other side of Grim. You kind of pass behind her and put yourself in front of GLK to sort of protect him. That will conclude your turn. Yasin, you are next. Keep in mind, you are scared shitless of Fafnir. You have to move away from him and cannot look at him. So your action is going to be to turn and move away.
Okay.
You have a few options. You, of course, can make another wisdom saving throw to try and break this. If you fail, you can blind fire and try to launch some sort of an attack without looking, and you will have disadvantage on your AC break. So I'm going to imagine you want to make a wisdom saving throw, see if you can beat it.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Let's make that wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Okay. 14.
14 does not break. You're unfortunately still frightened. You have the option to blind fire or wait your turn until the next round.
Am I able to look at the Night Mother?
You can sort of teensy-weensy peek at her. She is just above the trees right underneath Fafnir's wing, so she's going to be right here in this area, right at the top of this structure. That's where you see her for a second before your fear overtakes you and you're unable to stare in that direction for much longer.
Yes. Yeah, I'll wait.
Okay. Then that concludes your turn. Up next, we have Gilk, followed by Nim. Nim's on deck. Good for me to know. GLK, what you want to do? Remember, you are afraid. So right now, Estrella's body has blocked Fafnir from your sight, so you are just staring into her butt. As long as you don't try to look anywhere else, you don't have to run away. You are blocked.
I am going to like shrink into myself and do like become like this little canister. Can I take an action?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to I can't attack anywhere near them or Can I attack at all? Just
Yes, you
not.
can attack. You just can't look at Fafnir. So if you want to throw an attack out towards him, it's a blind fire. But you could sneak around Estrella's butt and look at Nim.
Okay. I will do that. I'm gonna like trash can compact and then like huddle over to the left a little bit and pop my little eyes, like my tiny little eyes out just a little bit of my chest cavity. And I'm going to just use Firebolt and just send a rocket of flares into a little circle that direction.
Okay, so are you trying to attack Nim or just create a barrier?
It's more of a defense reaction as he is like terrified. So he's just kind of blind firing in the direction of Nim and Dragon and all of that. Because they're all kind of like right next to each other, right?
Yes. Yes, they're pretty close. All right, so you're trying to blind fire in that direction. All right. Go ahead. And does this require an attack roll or does it just land and make damage?
It requires an attack roll.
All right, so I want you to just roll, add your modifier, and we'll see what happens.
21.
21. Okay. Roll damage for me.
That is 19 damage.
19 damage. Cool. Here's what happens. As you blind fire out this fireball, it rockets straight towards where Nimrani is going to be. And you watch as Fafnir just repositions one of his arms so that the fire lands on him and he takes the full damage of this flame. And Nimriani peeks from outside and just grins. "Oh, naughty little trash can. Wait your turn, I'll be sure to blow you up." "Thanks, Foffy dear." And she sort of like pats him on there. So with the blind fire, that allowed Fafnir to use his reaction and just defend Nim, which you will notice will be his most popular reaction right now. Anything else you'd like to do? You still have a little bit of movement. You can bonus action.
I'm going to use my bonus action to hide. And I'm going to do my little ninja disappear thing.
All right, man, roll stealth.
You want to do it under Estrella's cloak? just
26.
26. Let's see. Let's see if you can hide from a dragon with 26. This will be against his perception. That is a 3. Well, it doesn't matter what he has. It's a 3. You could have a 20 and it wouldn't help. Yeah, you successfully hide. Where would you like to go? You have disengaged from combat with this hide, so where do you want to go?
I will text you, or I'll message you.
Cool.
Where?
I'm just going to make him disappear.
Yep, he's just gone.
We have no idea where Gilk went.
Gilk go poof.
Gilk go poof, and then he's gone. He's freaking gone.
And that will conclude GLK's turn. Up next is Imriani.
I messaged you, by the way, and on Facebook Messenger.
Yep, I see it. Ah, cool. Done and done, sir. All right, Nim is up next with Keladri on deck. Keladri on deck. So Nim gonna do some fun things. Hang on, I gotta bring up her character sheet. Oh, it's so sad that I'm using Nim's character sheet.
Shut up. A misery.
All right, Nim Nim is going to rush towards Mud. And she is going to do an attack. She can do 2 actions. So yeah, she's going to do one of her attacks. She's going to break Mud's AC. So this is going to be 12 plus 11, so 23. Does that break Mud's AC?
Yeah.
All right. Let me roll damage for an unarmed strike. That is 1d10 plus 5. 5 plus 5, so 10 points of damage. Nim rushes into Mud as you kind of turn away from Fafnir. Mud feels this, just this like 5-inch punch in her side, and you feel your kidney just kind of just take the hit for these 10 points. But what you feel more than anything is this vibration from Nim's hand. And as she pulls away, she goes, "Right, dear. You're going to feel that soon. One way or another, you're dead." And she just launched on you what's known as a quivering palm strike. She expels 3 of her key points to harness the vibrations on her target. You will have to make a con saving throw when Nim stops the technique. And if you fail, your HP is reduced to 0.
Cool.
Okay?
Cool.
As Nim kind of steps back from you and reorients herself, you feel your side just vibrate, and it won't stop.
I know exactly what this is, don't I?
You do. You have known. You have seen Nim do this in the arena countless times where she's trying to prep the audience, and you know that she's waiting for a big finish, some kind of a grand finale moment to snap her fingers and to watch her target drop dead. Nim then shifts her attention to Grim and launches another unarmed strike at you. And this is going to be a 17 plus 11. That will definitely break your AC. So we're going to roll damage. That is a 3 plus 5. So 8 points of damage for Grim as she does her second attack. And Nim is just kind of dancing around the two as she punches Mud and then backhands Grim and then moves back to her position. And so if you just watch her center herself, she goes, "All right, come on. I thought you all could fight. You're just a bunch of wet behind the ear bitches." Keladri, you're next. Followed by Mud.
Okay, so if I want to be able to look at Fafnir, do I need to roll a wisdom saving throw to break?
Yes, so you can go ahead and start by rolling a wisdom save to see if you are still under Fafnir's spell.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and try doing that first.
Yeah. However, since it is your turn, you will have to expel your movement to run away from him, but you can try to break the spell.
All right, well, I rolled a 5, so it's not gonna happen.
Okay, cool. You are still scared. So then your 2 options are you can blind fire without looking, or you can wait until your next turn to try and break it again.
Okay. I do have hide in plain sight. It says no action. Would that be something that I could do this turn?
Hiding in plain sight would be to disengage from combat. It's similar to what GLK did. You could hide. You would still be scared of Fafnir, but if you chose to hide where nobody could see you, you could do that if you wanted.
Okay, I'm not going to do that then. I think I'll just. And I'm not able to see Nim without looking in Fafnir's direction, correct?
It would be difficult. It would be very difficult. Fafnir takes up a huge portion of the ring.
All right. I'm going to try to just blind fire at Fafnir then.
All right. So go ahead and roll to break his AC with disadvantage.
All right.
What are you doing?
I have to roll to break his AC with disadvantage.
Yeah, but you can do the but you have to add a action. You're just firing your bow.
We'll have to roll to break his AC first.
Yeah, you click that twice. Then do another one. And take the lower one. Oh.
Okay, so a 21.
21 will break his AC.
Then you do damage.
Okay, that's 5 damage.
Okay, 5 damage. And then I believe you have 2 actions, so if you wanted to strike again.
Okay, I'll go ahead and shoot again.
All right.
What are you doing? No one. Yeah.
Okay. And then 5 damage again.
Okay. So you turn, eyes closed, and just kind of, and just launch out 2 regular bolt arrow attacks, and they sort of find purchase in his wings. And Fafnir's kind of, and he just sort of flaps a little bit to break the shaft off. You do 10 points of damage, which, you know, Fafnir's not happy about, but he's still sitting pretty. And that will end your turn, Kellader. Next up, Mud with Grim on deck.
I would like to try to break the frightening thing. Or did I already do that?
No, so you have to move as far as your movement is going to allow you right now, and then you can go ahead and try to break with a wisdom saving throw. So you're somewhere around here.
Which means I can't move again.
Correct.
I'm gonna try to break the thing real quick.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. That does. That just passes. And so as you run and turn, your rage just sort of kind of bolsters you. And as you plant down, you just sort of roar to yourself. And as such, you break Fafnir's fear upon you. And you are able to stare down this bastard.
Okay. If I was to dash, would that make up for the
That would take an action.
Okay.
You could dash.
but that's the only thing I could do, correct?
No, you have 2 actions, so you could dash and then do
Okay.
1.
Okay. So breaking the fear thing was not an action.
No, that was just everybody had to do that on their turn. I won't count that as an action.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash back towards him.
Okay. That's 30 or 40. What's your movement?
30.
30. That would pretty much put you back where you were, so there you go.
And I want to flip my hammer around to the pointed side.
Okay.
And I'm going for Is his head too high up right now?
His head right now is roughly about, I'd say 30 feet above you. Not an impossible jump for a Goliath, but it would make, you would have to make an athletics check to see if you could do it, and then break his AC.
Yeah. So my plan, I want him to stop focusing on them, and then, so I'm gonna go for it. I have pretty high athletics.
All right.
We'll see.
Roll athletics. Let's see if you do it.
21.
21. That'll just do it. Break his AC.
A lot of rolls today. Okay. 24.
That'll break his AC. Roll damage.
I want to hang on too. I don't want it to rip back out.
You want to hang on. Okay, she wants to hang on. Damn. All right.
I want to be on his head.
So here is what we see. As Nim turns and runs away, she roars in her rage, breaks Fafnir's hold, and turns back, running at full speed. And the party can feel her Goliath footsteps just boom, 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 as this 7-foot tall blur just and leaps into the air, shifting her hold on her axe and just launching into the midsection of Fafnir's upper jaw, that kind of snoot part. You just dig into it and you hold on. Give me your damage.
Another 14.
14 points of damage, and give me a strength saving throw.
Cool.
You're getting a strength check with the dragon.
Yeah, let's do it. Woohoo! 28.
That will do. And as Fafnir raises his head and kind of roars and tries to shake you off, you grip tight to your hilt, to your handle rather, and you are firmly attached to this dragon's head for this round. He's gonna have a hard time making an attack with you there, but
Yes.
but there you have it, and 14 points of damage.
And if it hits, it does cause him to bleed. So
What?
he takes an extra d6 damage each turn.
All right, so we'll just go ahead. So that's 5 points extra for this turn of bleed. Just keep reminding me, because I won't do it if you don't tell me.
Yes, every
turn. Cool. All right, that will conclude Mud's turn because you are hanging on by a thread. Next up, we have Grim, followed by Fafnir.
For my first action, I'm going to attack with my scythe.
Okay.
You're attacking Nim.
Yes, Nim.
Okay.
Right in front of me.
Go for it. Roll to break her AC.
Okay. I get to add on whatever with the
scythe will have a modifier. Yep.
Yeah, I get
plus to hit. Yeah.
Okay, whatever I have a plus on, I add it to the hit.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Which means to break her AC.
25.
That'll do. That'll do. Go ahead and roll damage for this action.
Okay. It says 1d6/3 or 1d. Oh, okay. 1d6
Plus 3.
Plus
3.
Yeah, it should be plus 3. I typed it in wrong.
Oh no, I was checking. So with my modifier and the plus 3.
Just the plus 3, not the modifier.
Okay, cool. I just need to know which one I'm doing. Then
Yep.
8.
8, okay. And that's on, okay, that's on Nim. Yeah, that's a whole different ballgame there. Your scythe comes out and you just sort of dig it into Nim's side and cut across her midsection for your first action. What would you like to do for your second action?
With my second one, I'm going to use, wrong thing. I had this plan. Eldritch Blast right to her midsection.
Right to her, okay, cool.
Right where she just sliced open.
Go for it. Eldritch Blast, if I'm not mistaken, does not have a plus to hit. Let me see if it does.
I believe it's just a cast.
That's
they
what I
have
thought.
to make a. No, it's a cantrip. It's just a cast.
Yeah, it's just a cantrip, but I do get to add 9 to hit.
It's a ranged spell attack, so
Yeah,
you
but it's a
will.
plus 9.
You will. What's your plus? Yeah, plus 9. So add 9 to your d20 roll to see if you break her AC again.
29.
That will break. Go ahead and roll damage on your Eldritch Blast.
Is that a natural 20?
Yeah.
Then it's a crit.
Then it's a crit. So
Plus
your
9.
Eldritch Blast is 1d10 of damage, plus your spell modifier up there. Not your attack, but the modifier. So that plus 5. So 5 in your d10.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do, but okay. Okay, it says I got 9.
Okay.
Plus
on the
five.
roll.
All right, plus 5, 14, doubled, 28. 28 points of damage on this attack. Give me a second to calculate this before I describe what happens here. Okay, cool. You, as you slice open her midsection, single holding your scythe, you throw out this red energy that just lances from your fingertips and sinks right into this cut that you made, and you watch Nim double over in pain. And 28 points of damage. You watch as this almost necrotic energy starts to spider vein out from her stomach and across her midsection, across her arms. And she looks at you, and there is just rage in her eyes. And she goes, I thought you were friends with Nimrione. How could you be so cold? You've changed, Grim.
I guess I'm just gonna look at her and be like, you're not her.
Ooh. Ooh. All right. You still have
You're not
movement
my
if you
name.
watch to if you want to move anywhere. Otherwise, that will end your turn.
I'm just going to put my hand to my chest real quick. And I'm gonna tell him that I'm back.
Okay.
That I have my
Alright.
memory.
Yep. I like it. I like it. That will conclude your turn. Up next is the dragon. Fafnir is going to use his. Let's see here. He's going to do two actions. One of them is going to be his. Yeah, we're going to use Crystal Breath for one of his attacks. So Fafnir kind of leans back, and Mud, you can see being right there that the inside of his throat starts to glow, this bright white, and you hear this roar that just comes up from his diaphragm and up through his neck like an echo chamber. And you can feel his body vibrate as he just and he's using Crystal Breath. Crystal Breath is quite fun. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw. Everybody.
Everybody.
Y'all are in range. This is a 90-foot cone. He is bathing the arena in his Crystal Breath.
Oh my God.
Oh, finally. 20.
18, no.
Oh crap, I got 19.
19, no.
Oh God.
Anybody higher than a 19?
Got 26.
26 will.
21.
21 will as well. You're safe as well.
Little trash
Stella
can
and Yasin?
stepping up.
23.
Yep, Yasin's safe.
0.
Oh man, you got a -1 and you rolled a 1?
I have -4 and I rolled a 4, Chris.
Oh no! Estrella turns and face plants. What? No, I'm kidding.
Moment of confidence is over.
It's okay. So
Estrella just
Estrella,
dies. It's fine. Don't worry. No, just
Estrella, Grim,
Oh,
and Mud. Here is what happens to the three of you as Fafnir roars and this crystalline breath just shoots out. You see green shards of glass literally shoot out of his mouth. Bud, you are too close to even attempt to dodge, and you just feel your legs get ripped as these shards pass over your thighs and calves. Grim and Estrella, you are so close to Fafnir as he releases his breath that you just barely have enough time to bring up your hands to defend your face, but you feel your sides and your arms get ripped by these glass shards. Keladri and Yasin, you are the furthest away from Fafnir, and you are able to duck, dodge, and flip out of the way of these shards. Gilk is nowhere to be seen, and easily just kind of places himself behind the worst of the damage. Here comes the damage.
Oh no.
This is 9d10 psychic damage.
Wait, to who?
It has a maximum of
I
49.
got a 19 though.
9d10. So here we go. Count it with me. That's 3 plus 2, so we're at 5. Plus 3, 8. Plus 2, 10.
Oh my god.
Plus 3, we're at 13. And that's 5 rolls. 13. Plus 2. You guys are lucky I'm rolling so damn low. Plus 2, so that's 15.
Thank God.
Plus 8. There we go. 22. 23. 23. Plus 8. 31. Shit. Plus 8. I'm so sorry. Now we're up to 39.
That's it.
And I get one more.
You get 9 d10s.
90-10. You're right. I was going for
Stop
10.
rolling.
Thanks for looking out, Jess. We're
You're welcome.
just gonna keep going.
Where did I stop at? 34? Yeah, 34. Let's say 34.
So that's it.
34 points of damage for Mud, Estrella, and Grim.
That's fine.
34 points of damage.
Chris,
Yep.
I love you, but fuck you.
Oh.
30 what?
Woo. Woo.
How many?
After that, he's going to take his legendary action. And Fafnir is going to... yes, Grim?
Oh, I heard 30, but I didn't hear the last number.
34.
Who?
34 points of damage. For his second move, he's going to take his lair action, and he is going to... No, I'll save the wing attack for later. He's going to do Detect, because he realizes that someone's missing from the party. And he wants to find where he's at. So one of his legendary actions, and he can only use this once, so once he's used it, it's gone, is to Detect. He is going to make a wisdom perception check to see if he can find...
Dang it, Chris.
So here's what I'm going to do to make this fun. GLK, I want you to make a stealth check. If your stealth is higher than a dragon's wisdom, he can't find you. Ooh.
Shit. $13.
No, so I rolled a 17 and his wisdom is plus 11.
Mine's plus 10, and I rolled very low.
That's okay. As Fafnir finishes this corrupted crystal breath, he breathes. And his eyes, all these different membranes start to flash in front of him. Infrared, heat vision. And he goes through the gamut until he gets to ultraviolet. And suddenly he can see your form as you are just at the edge of his vision, right here, by this column, near where the Night Mother is. And he just sort of looks down at you and he goes, I see you.
Totally chill.
Just
And
start
that will conclude Fafnir's turn. We are now up to Estrella and then Yasin.
All right. Okay. Now I'm scared because now I'm rolling like Estrella rolls again. Which part of him am I closest to now that he's moved?
You could actually, if you want to make an athletics or dexterity check, you could make it to his head because he has the weight of a 7 foot tall, 400 muscle pound woman on his face. So, he's not exactly lifting up at full height right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for his eyes. I got 2 weapons. I'm gonna try to.
Okay.
You said athletics.
Yes, go ahead and make whichever one's higher. Athletics, dexterity, acrobatics. Whichever one is your highest one, use that to get up. I'll even give you advantage because Mud would probably help you up.
Hell yeah. Okay. Sorry, hold on. Okay. Oh, that is going to be a 19.
Ooh.
That will break his AC. Nicely done. All right, I want you to roll damage on each of your weapons, please, since they're both getting stuck into his eye.
I need one of these.
And as Estrella is getting her damage, all of you watch as she kind of runs up and just kind of leaps Spartan style into the air to try and arch her back and get up there. She doesn't quite make it all the way, but Mud, just hanging on by one hand, kind of wraps her arms around her midsection and kind of hefts up just the other 2 feet to get Estrella up to the eyeball. And you watch as she sinks in. First, the Master Sword, and second, the lightsaber. Just this nice, juicy squish into the eye. What's your damage, Estrella?
13.
13 points of damage as these 2 blades dig into his eye. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. I want you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh boy. Okay. I just rolled well, so I'm prepared for this to be bad. That's a 4.
Okay. As you sink in the Master Sword, there is this moment of as the eye itself bursts from just the sheer power of you digging into it. And you get a little bit of acid on you, a little acid. It's going to be 2d6. That's 5 points of damage. Acid splashback.
Was there any radiant damage added to the mess? Okay.
He is not susceptible to radiant damage.
Oh, okay.
Believe it or not.
No, I'm just asking. Gotta keep up with these things.
Oh, yeah. So, an extra 5 points there. Will that conclude your turn? You just going to hang on to that eyeball?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang on. I want to see what I can do with that later.
Cool. All right, so Mud and Estrella are hanging on to this dragon's face. At this point, Fafnir doesn't lift his head to roar or shake. He just kind of and just sort of hangs with this combined 500 pounds of woman on his face between Estrella and Mud.
That sounds like a night.
What a way to go.
He's just kind of hanging out there, thinking about what he's going to do. He's thinking so many thoughts, but he can do nothing yet. Yasin, you are up. Go ahead and roll to break his fear on you.
Oh my god.
You can do it.
It was wisdom.
Believe you.
Wisdom save.
18.
Meets it, beats it.
Yes.
Yasin is no longer afraid. And so you turn again, just thinking in your head, damn it, I have stared into the face of hurricanes. I have dealt with water demons and krakens, and this dragon will not get the best of me. And you turn to face Fafnir with renewed vengeance in your eyes. What would you like to do, sir?
I simply killed him. What do I want to do? think I want to ready my crossbow.
Okay, you can do that.
And I wish to. I want to try to blind him.
I just did
So you want to go for the other eye. All right.
that.
Two
You stab
bolts.
his eyes?
All right. All right. 2 bolts in the other eye. Roll to break his AC. Let's see.
The other eye. Yeah. Okay. So I'm sorry to make you repeat yourself. So I'm rolling to break his AC?
Yep.
Okay.
Are you going to use both of your attacks to do that?
Yes.
Okay. So roll twice. Let's see if they break.
Oh, good. Skills. Shoot, do I have any? I rolled a 14, then a 15, but do I have any pluses?
You would. You
Yeah.
would have pluses. Let me double check with you.
Would they be? Oh, would they be under? They'd be under actions, right?
It'd be under your inventory. So you're looking for your crossbow's inventory. Your
Okay.
crossbow.
Okay, so 15, 14, 23.
23 will break.
Yes.
And then the other one's like 24 or 22.
Well, the first one was 14 plus 8, so 22, then 23.
Yeah, both of those will break.
Woo!
All right, give me your damage.
Your boy.
As 1d8 plus 4. Alright. So it's 4 plus 4, 8. And then 8 again. 16.
16. 16 points of damage. Nice. Okay. Here's what happens. As you pull out your crossbow and aim, you lock one bolt, a second, 2 bolts flying faster than most people can see. In a blink, both lodge themselves into Fafnir's remaining good eye, and there is this moment where you think, is the eye good? Is it going to hold? And then it just sort of bursts and shatters under its own pressure from the blood built up. And this green acidic blood oozes down his face, drips onto the stairs below him, and causes just a bit of that little smoke that rises. But Fafnir is effectively blinded by both Estrella and Yasin. Yasin, you still have your movement, and you could also take a bonus action if you have a bonus action. Which you actually, let's see, your bonus actions. You could do a second wind, but I don't think you need it. So that's the only thing you can do on a bonus action. And you also have your movement if you want to move back closer to the fight, closer to Nim, or if you want to stay where you are.
Yeah, I want to move back into the fight.
Okay.
Please.
Easy peasy. You can take your full movement and move yourself back into the fight, putting you next to Grim there, supporting in the fight with Nimriani. That will end Yasin's turn. Up next, GLK followed by Nim. And of course, remember GLK, you are no longer hidden from Fafnir's sight.
And he just spoke to me, and I am also feared still.
Yep.
So
break
I-
your wisdom.
Go ahead.
Wisdom saving throw. So you can do
Okay.
it.
Let's see. Uh, 11.
Nope, unfortunately not. And so your eyes are closed tight. You really have nowhere you can run that's not going to put you like in direct line of Fafnir. So you just sort of huddle down and close your eyes. You can
I'm going recoil into my little canister self and use Earth Tremor by shooting my butt out, aka I'm going to shit a brick.
Yeah, boy.
Yes.
All right, man. What does Earth Tremor do?
So it does only 1d6 of bludgeoning damage, but it turns any it's basically a terrain modifier. It turns everything into difficult terrain, collapses things, and everybody has to make around me has to make a dex save of 18 in order to stay upright or not lose their footing.
What's the radius?
It's a 10 feet in all directions.
Okay,
Yeah.
so from where you are, everyone's safe except for Fafnir and the Night Mother. Both of them would be affected by this move. So go ahead and what's the what do I got to do? My dexterity or
18. So and you would take a 5 bludgeoning damage and be knocked either prone or off balance.
okay? Let's see here. That is a nat 20 for Fafnir, and
Well,
then
he is a dragon.
for the Night Mother, that is a nat 1 for the Night Mother. So would you look at that? The odds. Holy shit.
I was trying to like affect this column that she is standing upon anyway, so
You've successfully done that, sir. Alright, so what damage does she take?
just 5 bludgeoning damage.
5 bludgeoning damage. And does Fafnir take anything with succeeding the save?
Success. I don't know. Everyone takes damage, but the dex save is to make sure that they stay available to move.
Okay, so he'll take 5 as well. Cool. So that brings him.
Stella and I just holding on for dear life. Just, just feel a little rumble and we're good. It's all good.
Alright, so here's what happens. As GLK trash compacts his body all Wally style, just and just everybody feels that like his butt just becomes like those hammers that you see out on the highway. Boom! And the ground vibrates 10 feet out. Everything breaks and cracks and shifts. You watch the trees in the area tilt as their roots kind of upend. You see the column that's next to him crumble and break down. Fafnir just sort of shakes, but he breaks out his wings and centers himself in his balance. But the column that the Night Mother is on crumbles to the ground. And you kind of see this brief look of surprise on her face, like, no. And she tumbles a good 30 feet to the ground. She will be taking some fall damage from that as well. But her and her, just basically you watch her fall just behind the tree line. And of course, these trees continue to just crumble and fall in place around her. And here, and you've got just this little trash compactor at the center of all of it with this crater right under his ass. And there you go. We're going to do an additional fall damage of... Oh, that's not enough. I'll do more. Let's do 20 points from that fall damage in the trees. So, yeah, for good or bad, the Night Mother has entered the field. But she's taken some damage from that. And she kind of looks at you, Gilk, and you just your eyes just kind of peek for a second from your trash compactor look, and you just lock eyes with her, and you can see this like this utter hatred and just staring daggers at you. And as she tries to stand, but she is prone right now. So yes, if you still have your movement, if you would like to do anything with it.
Being in my butt press self, I'm going to jump and roll and just like roll myself the hell out of there.
That's awesome.
All right, because of your fear, you do have to move as far away from Fafnir as you can. So that kind of makes you hop. And what's your movement? 30?
30.
30, yep. So you're going 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Kind of puts you over here, not too far from Grim and Yasin there and Nim as you roll. And you all just watch this can just kind of roll next to you, and Grim, he's like 10 feet away from you, and you just see this can stop, and like, you know who it is, but it's just kind of like, the hell? But the Night Mother is on the ground. And any bonus actions, or will that conclude your turn?
If I have bonus action that I can, I'll just use it's not necessarily a listed action, but could I use my bonus action to stand myself back up?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Yep, and you do that, and you just watch this can kind of like right itself, you know, little servos going. And he is an upright trash can.
I do that. I'll just kind of make some like R2D2 noises as I feel like.
That would conclude your turn. Nim, you are next with Keladri on deck. So Nim. Alrighty. Let me bring up her character sheet. Fun stuff. How many key points does she have?
Not enough. Don't worry about it.
Features and traits. Come on, where are your key points at?
Should be with her actions.
You would think, right? Yeah.
That's where my already are. Unless it's like sorcery points.
It is like sorcery points where it's in a different area. That's what I was thinking, features and traits. Okay. I can only do this one more time, but I will do it one more time. Nim goes to attack Grim, and she is going to try and break her AC, so let's see if she can. That is a 10 plus 11, so 21.
Of course.
Grim, you feel this strike hit your body, and it only does 2 points of damage, and you feel it just kind of lodge into your stomach, and every muscle that you have tightens around this hit, and it stops her fist, and you're like, is that it? But you feel this quiver from her hand, and as she pulls it back, that vibration stays on your stomach. And she looks at you and she goes, I could only claim 2 of you. And look, 2 of you I've got. Mud and Grim, die whenever I see fit. Oh, this is a good day indeed. And she has just unleashed on you her last key points to use, Quivering Tom. Whenever she decides, up to 17 days from now, assuming that she leaves the fight and stays within your same plane of existence. She can do this anywhere in the world, as long as she's in your plane of existence, she can end the vibration, and you will have to make a con saving throw. If you fail, your HP will be reduced to 0.
Did you say as long as she's in our plane of existence?
I was
Yes.
hoping you caught that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She is going to use her second action to. She's going to withhold her second action, and she's going to use her full movement plus a dash to climb up Fafnir's body and perch herself on his neck. Which,
Oh.
with her athletics and acrobatics, that's pretty damn easy for her to do. And you all watch as kind of Fafnir extends a hand for her, and she kind of up, flip, and just comes up here to just the top of his neck, which we'll see if we can get a good perch. Oh, there we go. And Estrella and Mud, you can see her up there. On her next turn, you can imagine she's going to make her way down to knock you off his face. But that will conclude Nimriani's turn.
Cool.
Keladri, you're next. Mud, you're on deck.
Please.
All right. I didn't break the with the wisdom saving. I rolled a 7.
Just blind shoot it.
All right, it's okay. You're still scared, but the blind archer is still a deadly archer.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Am I able to see the Night Mother now that she's fallen without, or is she too close to Fafnir?
Roll perception.
11.
With an 11, you sort of block Fafnir from your sight using your hands, and you find that that's actually decent enough for you, and you can just pin where the Night Mother has fallen. However, if you're going to use your bow, it takes both hands, so you would then have to close your eyes, but you have her general direction.
Okay. If I have her general direction, then I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot at the Night Mother. I'm going to cast... yeah, sorry, just it was here in the gut, sorry. Okay. Okay, and can I cast Hail of Thorns?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
I'll just click cast.
I know it's
Scroll up.
I'm trying here, it's just not working.
And then do that. So it's a dex save of 16.
Okay.
And
She does not succeed.
Okay, 20, that was 23
What's the
damage.
damage?
23.
23 points of damage from Hail of Thorns. You lock onto her position, shift your aim, launch it up into the sky. Your bow immediately splits into 3, 4, 6, 20 as they just all rain down upon her. This hail of thorns that just lodge into her back, her neck, her sides, kind of pincushioning her for a moment with these 23 points of damage. And you hear her scream, less in pain and more in rage, as she kind of knocks away some of the quivers and shafts that she can reach and breaks them from her body. But you've done the 23 points of damage. You still have another action that you can take, and your movement.
I think for my second action, I'm just gonna fire a second shot at her, and then
Okay. Go ahead and roll to break her AC.
18.
That meets it, so you need to beat it. That'll work. And give me damage.
It's gonna be 7 damage.
7 damage. Nice.
Right. And then for my action, I'm just gonna move.
Bonus.
Oh, bonus action.
For your movement, yeah, you're gonna move.
I'm just gonna try to move. I think to get a little distance between myself and Fafnir. So I'm gonna move kind of to the closest pillar.
Sure, you can do that. The closest pillar will probably be over here. Let's say something like that. Still keeping your back to Fafnir, but you're by that pillar. You could actually hide behind the pillar, and that would also kind of, you get this kind of breath of release as Fafnir is no longer bearing down on you, and you feel like the fear starting to ebb away. As long as you don't turn to look at him, you're feeling pretty good about life right now. But as you're running, you hear this telltale sign of a as you make contact with this last arrow strike that you fire from behind you. And the Night Mother takes that 7 points of damage. She's not happy right now. She's not happy that she was brought into this fight. She didn't want to fight right now, but y'all making her fight. So I'm just saying, what's up? Mud.
Me.
You're next with Grim on deck.
Cool. Well, I want to not be hanging in front of his mouth anymore.
Sure, I can see that.
I want to crawl up onto his head a little bit, kind of like she is now.
Yeah.
But what I want to do, I want to pull out the hammer, but I want to reach up further, almost trying to like get into one of these, so I can hold on a little bit further up. Stab it in again, so I want to do another stab damage. And then kind of use my spiked tail at the moment to like and wrap around his face, so as another point of like stabilizing.
All right, roll. Give me an athletics check with advantage.
Ooh. Ooh. That is 18 plus 10, so a 28.
Yeah, he's got no chance of beating that right now. Okay, so you succeed. You come up his head, and you instantly lash your tail around him. What's your tail's?
1d8 plus 5.
Yeah, I'll give you the 1d8 for sure, as kind of poking and sticking into him without it to break his AC. But in order to get that hammer lodged into him, you're gonna have to break his AC.
Got it. So that's 6 plus 5.
That is 11.
11 damage for the tail.
Nice.
And then I will roll to break his AC. Uh, 19?
Meets it, beats it. All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
Six plus 1
7.
plus 5.
13. Cool. All right. And because I remembered,
And he is bleeding out already, and this one would also make him bleed. If that helps.
double bleeding. 2d6. Shit. 10, an extra 10 points of bleed damage on that. That's just mean. Who came up with that rule for your wall?
I don't know. Someone awesome.
What the hell is that? All right, Grim, you are up next. You gonna think about what to do. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second.
Jess, check my text.
Oh,
Is that a good idea? Do you think it would work? Or will he not allow?
it's a different plane of existence. It should work.
Don't do
Okay, go for it. What's up, Grim?
it. Okay. Let me see where she is. She's on the back of him. So
Oh, you can't even see my finger. Right there.
Yeah, she right up top, right there. Wee.
okay, well, first move, I'm going to Arcane Gate right next to her.
What's your distance on Arcane Gate?
500 feet.
It's like the hither-thither stuff.
Shit, yeah, no, he ain't that tall.
I'm just telling you the range because I checked it.
No, that's good. Yeah, you're good. You can pretty much hither thither anywhere in the damn thing. Yeah, Arcane Gate. What am I rolling against? What's my save?
There is none.
Well, there gotta be something. I can't just be teleported against my will.
No, she's
No,
not being.
I'm teleporting myself.
Oh, you're
Right
teleporting
next to
yourself.
her.
Ooh. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you are up there. One action to get your butt up there. I think we can fit her behind here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's where I figured, right behind her.
Yeah. How many people can we fit on Fafnir?
Yeah. All right. You.
I mean,
But
technically hanging from here, so you know.
Nobody on the map. Everybody's on the freaking dragon. All right, you're up here. That's one action. Action number 2. What you want to do?
banishment.
Okay, banishment. All right. Now what's my thing here?
Just roll. Because I'm afraid it'll give him more power if I tell you. It's charisma. It's 7.
It's a charisma roll. All right. All right, charisma. Let's see here. Okay. 17. 10 plus 7. No, she has a plus 7.
Oh, plus 7. Oh, okay.
Okay.
17.
Does that beat the charisma?
Yeah,
save?
it's 17.
Oh, beats it.
Beats it. So with your second move, you create this arcane portal underneath Nim, and you watch as this green ethereal form pops out of Nim's body and hangs onto her hand. You see that it's pain, and he grins at you and he goes, "Nice trick, but not today." And you watch him take one hand and just sweep it closed and crush it in his palm, and then flow right back into her body. Neat thing having a curse, right? Seems it kind of protects me from some of your hexes and spells, eh, Valencia? Come on, what else have you got?
Do I have another action?
You do not. You can use your movement to do something, or you can stay.
I'm actually going to kind of distance myself a little bit by climbing on his wing.
Make an athletics check for me.
Oh, fuck. Hold on, I have to see what my strengths are. I'm pretty sure athletics is not one. So 17?
Nice. I set it at 15. So that does work. You do make it further back along his neck and over to the shoulder region where you're not fully up on his wing, but you're close to it. You're just kind of gripping onto the wing for support.
And you said a move. That was my movement, right?
Movement, yep.
Cool.
And I don't know if you have a bonus action or not. Let's see. I'm going to double check for you.
I don't know. Sometimes, is it like certain things give you bonus actions?
No, you can just, certain things are bonus actions. So if I look at your bonus actions,
2 wield weapon fighting and hex.
Hex. You could cast Hex as a bonus action.
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
Cherry on top.
All right, who would you like to use Hex? You can either use it on Nim or you can use it on Fafnir.
Let me see what it does. I never used hex before.
So you place a curse on a creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra d6 of necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack.
Oh.
So if you Hex Fafnir, every time you hit him, you get an extra d6 of damage. That's going to be necrotic. Or if you do that to Nim. So you're literally casting a curse on them.
This is chaos.
Well, since I'm not really the one going after Fafnir, I'm just using him right now. I don't know. Which one, guys?
Keep your goal, man. Just go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it to Nim.
All right. This is instant. There is nothing that I can do about it. You simply, and this is, you feel yourself kind of tap into Alexander. This is one of your pact abilities with him. And you kind of whisper over to him, could you go curse Nim? And he's like, right on it, my love. And you watch his winged form dance around her, and he's casting this spell using different gestures with his hands and fingers until finally he reaches above her head and ties a knot. And that knot symbolizes that she has been fully hexed. And you can kind of see her aura darkening. There's a darkness to it that lets you know she's your hexed target.
Okay.
And that will conclude your turn. We are back up to the top of the round. Or not top of the round. We're up to the dragons round. And he gonna do something. He gonna do something fun. My boy is going to use his second legendary action. And that is going to be his wing attack. He's got a lot of bugs on his back, and he wants to get them off.
He was waiting for this.
The dragon beats its wings. Each creature within 15 feet, which is all of you. You're all pretty close to him. Within 15 feet, must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or you'll be taking 2d6 plus 7 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. So roll dexterity. Give me a dex save. Some of you, I know you all going to do this, but some of you won't. So let's see what happens. All right, let's start with Estrella. 8.
Oh, that's a 2.
A 2. Okay, so Estrella, you are knocked from his head.
Yeah, to be fair.
And you'll be taking an improvised 3d6 here as you fall from his head. That's going to be 7 points of damage for that fall. Plus, you will be taking...
Plus, there's a plus.
14 points of damage, bludgeoning damage, as his wing beats kind of force you down. So you're taking that fall damage plus his bludgeoning. That's 21 points of total damage, and you are knocked prone. Are you still conscious?
I am.
Okay, good. That's Jungan. Next up, Mud. That does not. That does not.
But I'm holding on so tight.
So you will be taking 7, 14, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 28 points of damage and being knocked prone.
Off of him?
Off of him.
Yeah.
Well, 2 of you are knocked prone. Being knocked prone means that it takes 1 action to get up. If you only have 1 action, that's it. Ooh, now we're getting spicy. Next up is Grim.
I got a nat 20.
I
don't know if that helps in any way.
It does. Yeah. We'll say you get to sound. It's a 21, but you rolled a nat 20, so yeah. Yeah, I'll give it. It's just 1 point away. You hang on. You feel the wing beats, and as you're holding on to him, you kind of like ride with it, and you feel him move back and forth. But you stay on, and so does Nimriani, and the 2 of you just stare at each other, locked in this personal fight as Fafnir tries to knock everybody off. Let's go for Keladri.
I got a 23.
Yep, Keladri, you just sort of like spin your bow and create this vortex as his wing beats just kind of wash to either side of you, and you have no issue withstanding the force of his movement. Gilk.
Well, I have plus 10 and I got 12. So I rolled 2 plus 10.
Yep.
Ah!
I'm so sorry. It's not enough. You will be taking 8 plus 7, 15 points of damage. And Gilk, you are knocked prone, so everybody watches as this little trash can just kind of goes and just falls on its side.
I didn't get so much damage for me. Sheesh.
Because you fell. You also took fall damage. Yes, but her damage was less than yours. Is the die. I'm sorry. I rolled the die and her damage was less than
You
yours.
don't get to roll anything anymore.
Last, Yasin, what was your deck save?
I'm a big girl. I fell hard. It's okay.
More pressure in the impact.
Yeah.
Not much better than Gilk. I did 13.
Oh, yep. So you will be knocked prone, and you're going to be taking 7 plus 3. That's 10 plus 4, 14 points of damage from this move. Everybody but Grim is knocked on their ass. Grim and Kelladry, I should say. Everyone, Grim and Kelladry
like
are knocked
the only
flat. So fun times.
Mm.
Because you are all prone, this next attack, you will all roll with disadvantage, except Kelladry. Grim, you are out of the way of this attack.
Okay, cool.
He's going to be using his breath weapon. And this time he is going to be using his corrupting breath. So corrupting breath, you will all need to make a wisdom saving throw, or you will be charmed. Believe it or not, there's no damage on this one. He's taking it easy. He just wants some friends. This is a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna use this one more.
But everybody except for Kelladry will make it with disadvantage.
$14.
You're charmed.
15.
Charmed.
What are you?
Wait, what are we doing?
Wisdom save. Disadvantage to roll twice. I remember.
In that one.
Kelladry, what did you get? You're the only one who could do it normal.
Got 4.
4, you're
But
double.
that one plus 3 on a roll.
You are so charmed. You're so charmed it hurts. You blink charm from your eyes. GLK,
12.
you're charmed. Yasin,
10.
you're all charmed. Everybody's charmed. Okay, so here's what that means. You regard the dragon as a friend,
Fuck.
and you cannot attack him. The charm will last for 1 minute. Now, 1 minute in combat is 60 rounds?
10 rounds.
10 rounds. 10 rounds, that's it. Sorry. 10 rounds equals 1 minute. So 10 rounds.
What?
Yeah, so for 10 rounds, you cannot attack the dragon. You can attack anybody else, but you can't attack the dragon unless the dragon attacks you. Then the spell becomes broken. Welcome to being charmed. So all of you, as you blink and kind of look up at the dragon, instantly your mind becomes blank and fuzzy, and you look at him, and for a second, it's almost like you see Thaunis instead of Fafnir. And you're like, great, Thaunis has finally joined the battle. He's on our side. We can win this with him. We got this. And you all start looking at each other, and you start grinning and congratulating each other, like, yes, Thaunis is with us. And none of you can see Fafnir anymore. The only one who can is Grim. And Grim, you watch your friends down below start to congratulate themselves, and you don't know why. And that will conclude the dragon's turn. Now, since we are nearing time, I'm going to go ahead and end tonight's session like this. As you all stare at each other, hope filling your eyes that Thonis has joined the battle, Grim locking eyes with Nim in a one-on-one grudge match, the two of you just ready to tear each other apart, the Night Mother finally stands, shakes off some of the blood and crystals from her flesh that have formed and cracked. Fine. You want me to fight? Then I'll fight, lovelies. And she raises one finger into the sky. The clouds break until this column of darkness forms between the heavens and the earth. You hear her voice. Nightwalker, arise. And as the column of darkness recedes, in the center of the arena stands a 20-foot tall Nightwalker, a creature made of the very same nebula that you see around you. Body crystalline and purple, horns reaching out almost 10 feet to either side of his body, long arms and a tail, and a face that only reflects color and light. And every single one of you, besides Keldry, know where this creature is from. You saw him in a battle very much like this one, when you all reached into the future to save Kieran, pull him from death. You saw this Nightwalker there. Keldry, you feel within the pit of your stomach a sense of dread and evil like you've never faced before. And this creature turns to stare at every one of you. And you hear this high-pitched whisper, almost imperceptible, surprising for such a large and powerful-looking creature. Oh, my dears, my friends, we come to this final hour. We come to your ends, your deaths. I promise it will be glorious. And that is where we will end tonight's encounter.